shark bait that has such teeth dead.
In Alabama, you may not have an ice cream cone in your back pocket at any time. Anytime. Now, what I didn't see was, are you allowed to have ice cream in the, or just the pocket, just the cone itself?
Hey, what's the back pocket thing? I mean, if you're like stealing or something, aren't you going to shove it down like the front of your pants? So why would you back pocket?
Maybe if you grab it and you put it in your back pocket.
I guess.
Turn and run real fast. I don't know. So, and it's funny. He's already fucked up here, and that wasn't the comment you made. Just
was it? I couldn't remember what I said. I don't know.
I was waiting for the comment, and we did about 6 minutes of stuff, and it was on. He had it on mute, so now we're doing this again. Right. So anyway, we are Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. I think I've said that before, but the microphone wasn't on. We are the only Category 5 podcast in the universe, and that includes Lackawanna Township, right where we are here in the cathedral.
Right.
And we also are alcohol influencers. So I was giving you some alcohol facts, but it ran out of those least interesting ones. So now we give you a quote each week.
Yeah.
This is from Lieutenant Archie Hicox from the movie Inglourious Basterds. Have you ever seen this movie?
I hear it's really good, but no, I haven't seen it. It's on my list.
I have never seen it either, but Archie Hicox said there's a special rung in hell reserved for people that waste good scotch. What do you think about that?
I'm not a huge scotch guy, but don't waste it.
And I just think you should go to hell if you waste anything good.
Yeah, right.
Waste. There's enough shitty stuff in the world.
Yeah.
That waste that. Don't waste good stuff, whether it be scotch. I was opposite sex, or boxes.
There you go.
Okay, this is number 150. Number 150. Hard to believe we don't have even though that's a pretty big number, we don't have a celebration planned at all. But the reason that's amazing is we're both still alive. When we started this, I thought for sure you'd be dead. I still don't know how you're fucking alive. But anyway, here we are. We're still alive doing 150. So when we do 150, we cut off the one and we go to sports and we go, who was an interesting number 50? And what do you say about number 50?
Yeah, I kind of resent this number a little bit because, I don't know if this was like this when you played, but guys like that, the jersey sizes for basketball increased with the number. So I was always given 50 because I was the fat kid. And they never really fit right and they didn't have any bigger numbers.
Can I interject?
Go ahead.
Right before we started this, before he did hit the mute button, I gave him a jersey that was 4X and it was way too small. So don't be blaming the manufacturers of the uniforms, but go ahead.
I still hold it. I still resent this number a little bit because of that. But knowing this was coming, the first name that came to my mind was Mike Singletary for the Bears.
That's a good one.
He was such a good player, and he was in the dawn of the era of video games, and he was always really good on video games because he was so good in real life. So that he stuck out right away for me. So that's what I'm going with.
I liked him because he was such an intense player, and unfortunately, he got into coaching and he found out not everyone's as intense as he was, and he really didn't do too well. Yeah. I think he thought everyone was going to try as hard as he did, and he came to a rude awakening like a lot of us do in coaching.
Yes.
But I went another route here. I looked around. There were no number 50s that I really liked. So I settled on former Pittsburgh Pirate Clise. That's spelled Clise if you're scoring at home. Dudley. And Clise, he was a pitcher. He pitched from 29 and 30. He pitched for the Brooklyn Robins, who I'm a baseball guy. I had never heard that name before, the Brooklyn Robins. Then 31, 32, he went to the Phillies. In 33, he comes to my Buccos.
Right.
And he pitches his first game. He faces 8 batters, comes in relief. I think it was relief. I'm not even sure. He gives up 6 hits, and he hits a batter, gets one guy out. He leaves with an ERA of 135.14, and he got cut and never pitched again. So poor Clise kind of left on a bad note. At least he got one guy out, so he had that to hang his hat on. That's about all I can say for poor Clise. I think he did live a long life. I think I did look that
Well,
up. So.
I mean, that's all relative too. Guys didn't live that long back then anyway, did they? I mean,
None, but I think he lived a little longer than
Okay.
most. You think that game would have killed him?
Yeah.
That being his last freaking game. Yeah, he could have been on this damn podcast. We don't do anything good. Something should have killed one of us. Okay, now sports. We're going to science. New Scientist magazine. I read it, so you don't have to, and this guy doesn't have to. And by the way, that's tiny. I'm the Prince of Pittsburgh. And we're here live in the cathedral, like we said, from Lackawanna Township as a Category 5 podcast. But here are 3 headlines from New Scientist magazine this week. First one, giant tortoises return home. I didn't know they went on vacation, did you? And where do they go? When they leave, where do they? Don't those giant tortoises walk at about half a mile an hour?
they play about the same speed we did on Sundays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I can't imagine they were too far from home.
Yeah.
I didn't read that one.
Yeah.
But once again, this damn magazine.
It sounds like a Disney movie. You
It
know? Like,
does. Yeah, maybe even a good Disney movie.
Yeah,
but a pretty shitty headline for a science
that's
magazine. And the second one is they're trying to tell us how to think. Giant viruses, more alive than we think. And I know myself, giant viruses, they're about alive exactly how I thought. Not more, not less, exactly how I thought.
Wow, this is all government stuff. Do you see the new thing now is all these ticks and Lyme disease is making a huge comeback?
Well, I know it's prevalent.
Yeah, I guess ticks are really bad this year and they're making a big deal out of it. They think it's all a work.
Okay. Well, thanks for adding that. Do you get ticks on you?
Oh, we've had ticks. Yeah, we get
Have
ticks
you?
here pretty bad. Yeah.
You know, I've had it on my dog. I've had it on my daughter got real sick from it. But and I go outside a lot at my house and I live in the wilderness, but I should knock on wood here, but they just don't seem to like me.
That's good.
I never see them come.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm smoking a cigar out there most of the
that could
time.
do it,
They
sure.
probably don't want to be anywhere near that.
That could do it.
Those ticks would die of cancer right away, wouldn't they, with that secondhand smoke? Okay, third headline. The mystery of nuclear magic numbers has finally been resolved. Aren't you happy about that? I know myself. I was going to bed at night wondering about how are they going to solve that magic? What is it? Magic numbers.
I don't know. Nuclear and magic. Why are those two words used in conjunction with each other? How is that even possible?
I have no idea what a nuclear magic
I don't
number
either.
is. Do you?
No.
That's kind of why I go through them. I put a little mark by the headline if I think it's amusing, and I thought that was amusing.
Okay.
All right, so we're moving on. You've already had sports. You've had science. You've had alcohol. You've had ice cream cones in the back pocket. And we're just getting fucking started.
Man.
Okay, and speaking of that, I went to a seminar this week.
Uh-oh.
One of my old people seminars. It was
Nice.
about the Whiskey Rebellion.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
You know what? It was really good. And the speaker was so good. Usually I make fun of the speaker.
Yeah.
I can't.
Wow.
He was just fantastic. Matter of fact, I wrote him a note and I just got a thank you back from him.
Nice.
And I didn't know who he was.
Okay.
But he was, and I even told him, although I thought I'd throw out a little tease. I said, I run a podcast and usually I make fun of the speaker, but I didn't this time, but I found other stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't ask about the podcast. He said thanks, but he wanted nothing to do with this. Which shows how he is pretty smart. But if you ever have a chance to see Todd DiPastino talk, do it. I think he went to Yale or something like that.
Wow.
He was really good. But anyway, I still have some stuff for you.
Wow.
The lady behind me that calls people on the phone. Okay.
God.
No answer this time.
Uh-oh.
So she was nice enough to tell us that either whoever the fuck this is, her husband, it couldn't be her father because it'd have to be like 140. But I guess it could be. He was either in therapy, an activity she didn't know about, and then her voice got low for that last one. So that's the one I wanted to hear, but I couldn't quite make it out. So
Yeah.
in case you wondered about that phone lady's, the guy she usually calls.
Yeah.
Okay. Another lady who was sitting pretty close to me. I see her pull out a magnifying glass.
Oh,
this is right before it started. And she gets out her menu from whatever assisted living.
Oh, no.
And it was 11 o'clock and she was seeing what was for lunch that day. I guess it was right after the seminars at 11. I guess lunch was right after. She was trying to check out it took her a long time though. I don't know if she got, I bet you they had applesauce.
Yeah. No whiskey though.
No, I don't think so. And then the announcement woman came up. And she's telling us about upcoming events. Okay. And they have bands there sometime.
Okay.
And she says to us, well, of course, everyone knows the band Pure Gold.
Sure don't.
How can she assume that anybody knows Pure Gold?
Oh, Jesus.
I almost wanted to put up my hand.
Yeah, right.
I didn't. But here's the big thing about this seminar. I sit on the end seat in the first row, and then there's an aisle, and then there's an end seat on the first row, another one.
Okay.
It was the clapper.
Oh,
now,
man.
I went back and forth. He looked at me a few times, and there's a lot of times I have to think, do I want to go through hell to make a better podcast, or do I want to save myself? So I thought I could have a conversation with a clapper, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. I'm sorry, people. I couldn't do it.
Stop.
We're having many issues here, many issues. So I'm going to try to start the story where it ended, but I don't know where it fucking ended. So anyway, I'm sitting next to the clapper, and we call him the clapper because he clapped at this seminar one time. And I thought about talking to him, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. But anyway, what the clapper did during this thing without me talking to him.
Okay.
Number one, he blurted, this before he even started, he blurted something out loud to himself. He wasn't talking to anyone because I kept looking down. So he did that. He did clap just one time. He got up to go to the bathroom. He comes in real slow on a walker. He didn't use his walker to go to the bathroom, but I'm not going to keep going with that because that's going to come up later in this freaking podcast. No. Yes. And then the guy was telling a story, and he said the story ended with the guy had a white flag. He steps out and one shot, and he kills the guy. The clapper's laughing his ass off. I swear to God. So I don't know if the clapper is has dementia or he's just a sick son of a bitch. I think a little bit of both.
I don't think you could befriend him. That's a bad idea.
Oh, horrible idea.
Yeah.
And the lady that was looking at the menu with the magnifying glass, I think they were together.
Oh,
I'm
no.
pretty sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on. Mm-hmm. And this is hard to believe. I have something good to say about Huckamuck Fuck.
Whoa.
Yeah, first time ever.
Wow.
He's catching shit because he sent flirty messages.
Uh-oh.
This was before he was married.
Oh,
he was single. Who gives a fuck? I mean, a single guy with money and
seriously.
This is before Megan fucked them all up. Yeah, well, why not? He shouldn't get shit for that.
Amen.
So that's a bunch of bullshit. So Huckamuck Fuck. I'm with you. Send some more flirty. Matter of fact, I'd send more now that you're with that bitch.
I mean,
you're
think
with.
about it. What if you could play that card? I'd be texting chicks nonstop.
Oh, hell yeah!
Hey, by the way, I'm the fucking prince.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be Wilt Chamberlain.
Come on, exactly.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on quickly because we don't know.
Out of necessity.
Okay, the new surveys are up. You didn't do last week's again, did you?
I did not.
You're a piece of shit. That's all you are. You're a piece of shit. Anyway, last week, people couldn't do without their phones, and filet was the favorite cut of meat. Well, no, you can't. You can't say that since you didn't participate.
I can't offer.
Yeah, exactly. So this week it's there's 4 seafoods listed. It's your favorite one, and this is a good one. There's 8 or 10 guys of who you would want to save.
Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, you might actually play this week.
I'm going to play this week.
Okay, well, good for you. Okay, so either on our website and there's a lot of good stuff on our website. You really should go there.
Yeah.
or on the Facebook. You can do it there too.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you keep watching? Well, I don't know either. I don't even know why we keep doing it. But anyway, we have 2 Dear Tinies. We have an interview coming up that I think we're actually going to do this week. We have Transylvanian brain freeze from India, Poland, Spain, and Nigeria.
Wow.
And listen to this shit. All those are totally in the northern hemisphere.
That's right.
Not one is in the southern hemisphere. I think we should start a thing to eliminate the southern hemisphere. Just have one sphere. Can't we all be together? Movie and music, week 4, season 7, sequels and sounds. We're still on that. I have a brand new Argy Bargy that I did this morning. Hell's Half Acre is our lovely Hannah Mears versus the horrible Rosie O'Donnell, but I do have a thing on each side to make it even up a little bit. And in Samurai Cheddar, we'll up close and personal 4 questions, and we'll finish with a quote from Stephen Wright.
Nice.
Hang in there with us.
Dear Abby, my feet are too long. My hair's falling out.
Welcome back. This is Dear Tiny. And why can Tiny and I give advice? 57 years of marriage with no divorce. 57 years of marriage with no divorce. Top that, bitches. But anyway, we got two letters today. The first one's from the Katanning Kangaroo. Tiny's never heard these before, by the way.
No.
Dear Tiny, Katanning Kangaroo says, when I go to the dentist, he tells me I brush my teeth wrong. When I go to the doctor, she tells me I'm eating wrong. When I go to my parents' house, they tell me I'm living wrong. Yet, when I go to the liquor store, the guy tells me, excellent choice. Tiny, why would I go anywhere except to the liquor store? What would you say to the kangaroo?
You want to be where everybody knows your name. I think he's, first of all, I call shenanigans. I think he's full of, I've been in Katanning. I work for a bank that was based out of Katanning. I ride 4-wheelers in Katanning quite often. He ain't got that many teeth to brush. Absolutely not. There's no, he's pulling a fast one. The other ones might be true, but he ain't brushing his teeth regularly because he doesn't have to.
Okay.
That's, my grandfather used to say, Granny's teeth were like the stars. They used to come out at night. I think his are the same. Yeah.
Okay. So, that's it.
I call shenanigans. I mean,
all right.
But listen, I'm not going to deter the guy from going to the liquor store. You know, I'm actually on a first name basis with one guy at ours.
Okay. Well, kangaroo, I guess, keep going to the liquor store and, maybe get some false teeth. I don't know. Have to think about that. Okay. We got one more. This is from the Riverside Reef Shark.
Oh boy.
Yeah. How about that?
Wow.
That's pretty serious shit.
Yeah.
Huh?
Right.
The Riverside Reef Shark said, Dear Tiny, a friend of mine, Steve Urkel, and I were having a pleasant conversation.
Oof.
All of a sudden, Steve asked me, why do murderers bury their victims in their backyard? I replied, not everyone has trunk space or gas money to drive out to East Bumfuck to dispose of the bodies. Get off your high horse. We're all doing the best we can. Tiny, why don't people mind their own fucking business and stay out of my personal affairs?
People definitely are too nosy. I agree with him there, but I would recommend, you know, I didn't follow the whole thing, but Breaking Bad on TV, and they used to do chemicals in the bathtub to make bodies disappear.
Oh,
I think that's the way to go.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, because it was a funny episode. I forget what they poured on them, but they used so much of it that it actually ate the metal off the bathtub and it rotted a hole through the floor.
But time out. If you don't have gas money, you think you have money for chemicals. These chemicals that are?
I guess not.
I'd say maybe work a little overtime and clean out your trunk there, Reef Shark, and then you can take them out where you might not get caught.
There you go.
Okay, we'll be back with an interview, a real interview about the stupidity of people.
At the car wash. Working at the car wash, yeah. Come on and sing it with me, car wash.
Here at Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk, every once in a while we bring you an interview, and we haven't brought you one for a long damn time. We're going to try to make that a little better, but we'll see, because we may fuck that up too, like we always do. But today with us, we have Matt that I met at the Magic Car Wash, where I take my car. And I asked him one day if he had stories about the stupidity of people. And right away he said yes. So I said, well, perfect, because we try to celebrate the stupidity of people here, as you know, at the Dive Bar Talk. So, Matt, we'll just get a little background information first, and then we're just going to get right the hell to it. How long have you been working at the car wash, Matt?
I've been working at the car wash for about 7 years now. About 4 with Mr. Magic, and then the previous owner was Jerry's, so about 3 with Jerry's.
Okay, and I just I'm going to bring this up just because of my wife. This is a little background on you. You went to Kent State and you totally fucked up, and now you're flourishing at University of Pittsburgh. Is that correct?
So I was at the University of Pittsburgh, but now I'm all just, Mr. Magic University at the car wash.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do got to say something. One day I stopped up and I asked about you, and they said you were helping a customer, and then it looked like you actually were. So, yeah, I was kind of impressed, because I thought all you did was sit there and push a button if the automatic thing didn't work, which it usually fucking does. But no, that was pretty damn good. And okay, here's one more thing. We were going to do this interview last week, and we had a time set up, and then I just got in touch with you something else, and then all of a sudden you brought up, oh yeah, I can't do it then. Were you ever going to fucking tell me that?
It was the last minute. My schedule with the car wash is like, oh, we need someone. And then they just they bring me in last second. So it's kind of a little bit hectic. So I'm sorry about that.
No, that's all right. It was just Tiny said, no wonder that fucker flunked out of Kent State.
No. That's not. I said that no, everything doesn't revolve around him. That's the real issue here. That's what.
Okay, before we get to the stupidity, well, I have one other thing, then I think you have a question.
Yeah.
The thing that pisses me off at the car wash is it's a nice thing. You have free vacuuming, but it pisses me off, those of us that pay. There's a shitload of people, I'm guessing, that don't pay and just use the vacuuming and then back out of there. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, we do free vacuums to anybody, and I think that's kind of to attract people to come more and then hopefully get them on the membership. But yeah, it's definitely frustrating when you're paying and you're coming to get your car washed, and then you have people that just drive in, vacuum, and are like, screw you, we're not going to even wash it all.
Yeah, I see that a lot. They can at least be hot chicks bending over, which does happen, and I'm sure you see that. But we're going to keep this clean for the most part. Tiny, you have a question.
I do, yeah. I just has there ever been like your Ferris Bueller moment where like you wanted to be the valet guy and be like, something really nice rolls in, you're like, here, sir, let me take care of that for you, and then you go out and want to take a joyride on it?
I have one of that, and I've also gotten that opportunity. So back when the car wash I worked at was under the ownership of Jerry's, we had the option of being able to drive the customers' cars out as it came to the end of the tunnel if they wanted to get out and pay inside and kind of walk inside and see if they wanted any like window cleaner or anything like that. And I had the opportunity to drive a couple of cool cars like Mercedes, Cadillacs, and stuff like that. So it was it's pretty cool.
Nice stuff you can afford.
Yeah, right. Okay, I think that's enough background on Matt. Now we're going to get to what you're waiting for, the stupidity of the human race. And Matt, I think, has 4 stories for us. I don't know what they're going to be. Matt, give us number 1.
Story number 1. So the first story I'll bring to you is when I was at our Cranberry location for Mr. Magic. And it was a rainy day. So not many cars pulling in, kind of just a slow day. And all of a sudden I see this guy in a truck pull in, and he pulls up to the kiosk, kind of just expecting him to be a member because I'm not really expecting anyone to pay for a car wash while it's raining. But he's sitting out there for a little bit, so I run out, go out to help him. And I'm like, how you doing? He's like, fine, I just want the $10 wash. So I was like, okay, obviously this guy's not in a very good mood. And I try to pitch him the membership because that's what we're supposed to do. And he's like, no, just the $10 wash. But I'm like, whatever, you get people like that. So I give him this $10 wash. He pulls around into the tunnel. And at that location, we have a pressure washer. We're not really supposed to use it, but if I see someone with like a dirty car, like really dirty that I don't think is going to come fully clean, I'll use it. And he pulls up and he's like, hey, I got dog crap in the back of my car. Can you spray it out? I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You got dog crap in the bed of your truck. No, I'm not spraying that out.
Oh,
so
man.
That, yeah. I couldn't even believe he asked that. Yeah.
Especially after he was such a nice guy to you at the beginning,
yeah, right. Yeah. Let me get on your good
really
side
think I'm
first.
do something? Yeah. So
okay.
That was a crazy.
Dog shit in the back of a truck. That's number one. Give us number two.
Correct. So number two, this actually wasn't a customer's problem or fault. This is going to be an employee that I worked with that made a pretty entertaining and funny mistake. So at our Cranberry location, when we were under the ownership of Jerry's, and we had the opportunity to drive cars out, there was a situation where this black truck was coming up, and someone needed to go and drive it out so we could dry it off. And this younger girl that was on staff went up, got in the truck, started driving out, and we're all getting ready for her to just park it so we can dry it off, put on tire shine, all that good stuff. But she didn't stop for us to drive it off, and she drove up onto this grass hill that we have, and we're all just standing there like, what are you doing? Because and we're like, get off the hill, let's get this out of here before the customer sees. And oh my gosh.
Women drivers. That's that story right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We've talked about that before on this show, and I'm sure it'll come up again. Okay, number three.
All right, number three. This actually happened probably within the past month, and I don't know how people do this, but this was at our Wexford location for Mr. Magic. So, Dave, you know how the car wash is set up at Wexford, but I'll explain it to you, Tiny, a little bit. So, there's kind of like an entrance and an exit, but people kind of mix them up, and they'll just pull in the exit, even though it's
it's pretty fucking clearly marked.
Yeah,
holy shit!
You got the entrance on the right side as you're looking at the car wash. You got the exit on the left. You pull in the entrance. You got vacuums on your right, and then 2 lanes going down towards the kiosk where you pay. And then at the exit, you got our tunnel, and then there's an exit lane where if you were to ever go and be on the vacuums and then want to go through the kiosk but not go through the wash, you can pull around the exit lane. So it was a nice, beautiful sunny day in the winter. So a lot of salt on the cars, so we were kind of jam-packed, almost a line to the road. And a car all of a sudden comes from the opposite direction of the bend around the car wash, and I'm like, what is happening? What are you doing? And I walk up to the lady's window. She's like, I don't know what happened. Can you let me out? And so I have to open up our gate and let her out the opposite way. I'm like, how do you think that's the lane to come into the car wash?
I hate to say that, but once again, that's a she.
Oh, well, and women following directions. I mean, that's oof. Man,
You know, I'm really stupid, but I never thought about going. I'm pretty good at going.
Yeah.
I'll fuck something up someday, but
Yeah.
it won't be that. Okay,
Good
Matt,
Lord.
let's go on to number 4.
Alrighty, number 4. We'll bring it to our Washington Boulevard location, where we had a customer being guided onto the track, and it was a girl guiding this guy onto the track, and she was guiding him on, got him into neutral, and he said, I guess neutral is the new drive, because he was on his way about 25, 30 miles an hour down to the track, and unfortunately, it's just not out into the open, it's into a wall, and he slammed hard. It was
no.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Okay, and here's
Is that on video by any chance?
Yeah, actually, I could send that to Dave. I'll see if I can find that again. It's pretty.
That would be funny.
It's actually scary.
Good grief.
Yeah.
And I want you to do us a favor, Matt. I want you to keep paying attention and write down, because I'm sure there's other stuff you've even forgotten. We want to have you back because, like I said, we celebrate the stupidity of the human race here, and we're going to up that a little bit. So if you get any more, we're going to have you back on to tell us some more stupidity in the car wash. We'll be back with Transylvanian brain freeze.
Transylvania brain freeze.
That's a nice sound, although I almost burned myself on the cigar. We're back here with Transylvanian brain freeze. We got 4 of them for you today, so I'll get right to it. Vanita Shukla of India. She was declared brain dead after a series of tests. As a matter of fact, she registered a 3 on the Glasgow Coma scale. We got to work that into the Glasgow Coma scale.
That's a good idea.
A fully awake person is 15.
Okay.
I think this podcast would be about 9.
Oh, you guys.
What were you going to say?
7.5.
Oh, really? No, I think we're fired up. I think your computer would be less than Vanita.
Yes, that is fair.
Yeah, okay. Because you expect to hear Herb Albert before the end of this one. Anyway, her family put her in an ambulance in preparation for her funeral. On the way, the ambulance hit a big pothole, jolted Vanita into consciousness, and she's now living normally. Which is great, right?
Sure.
But many on social media said this doesn't make up for the many deaths that potholes cause. Why can't people just fucking be happy?
Seriously.
What the fuck's the matter with people?
Jesus.
We really, I guess we do talk about the stupidity. We are going to make a better effort to even talk about it more.
Yeah.
Because that just sucks.
Yeah. Well, I have a related to that. It wasn't dead, but when I wrecked my motorcycle, I had both shoulders dislocated. And we hit a pothole on 65 in the ambulance. It popped it right back in.
Really?
Hurt like a son of a bitch, but it popped it back in. The other one, the nurse did take an X-rays. Motherfucker, did that hurt? God.
Wow. Okay.
She's a bitch about it too.
There you go. Potholes are a good thing.
I agree.
They're a good thing. Okay. In most European countries, I didn't know this, one must pass a theoretical driving test on the computer before taking your in-the-car practical.
Oh, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah, I would be. Last week, a man in Poland finally passed the computer exam on his 139th try. 139. Now, if he fails the driving test, he has to go back and take the computer test again.
Oh.
So I hope he's a better driver than what he is. But okay, this is even more amazing.
Go ahead.
He didn't set the record.
Jesus.
Somebody it took another driver 17 years and 163 attempts in Poland to pass it.
We talk a lot about women drive. We don't talk too much about Polak drivers.
No, we don't.
Maybe we need to start.
Maybe we need to start.
I like the Coma idea better.
And we'll keep that Glasgow Coma scale. Yeah, we'll keep that going. Okay. Yeah. Do you know the singer Morrissey? He apparently was the front man for the Smiths.
I know the name. Okay. I don't know any of his stuff. Though.
Well, I didn't either. I'd heard of him.
Yeah.
But anyway, he canceled a concert in Spain, blaming a noisy hotel and sleep deprivation.
Oh, Jesus.
He said of his hotel experience, "It was indescribable hell. It will take me a year to recover," and that is an understatement.
Really, dude?
What a douchebag.
Seriously.
I looked up the Smiths. I didn't know any of their fucking songs, and I'm certainly not going to look them up now.
I'm out. Fuck
Holy
him.
shit.
A year
To make up for one night's bad
take
sleep.
a nap.
Exactly. That's all you have
Jesus.
to do. You're a singer. You work, 2 hours a day?
Right. Like, come on, man.
Okay. One more. Fuck you, Morrissey. Favor Ogachiani of Nigeria.
Right.
She set a world record.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what do you know? How? For 70 days and 14 hours a day. You got that? 70 days,
Okay.
14 hours a day. She was confined to her home and counting out loud to 1,070,000.
Oh.
The previous record was 1 million. Favor said, "Honestly, it was tough, but my passion for counting kept me going." Who has a fucking passion for counting?
And I'm sorry, it shouldn't count. Like, you should be able to take breaks. There's why 4K, 14 hours. No, you got to fucking go till you can't. No, 14 hours and then break.
She said saying that last number was a mix of relief and joy at the same time. Well, if she had a fucking passion, it should have.
Yeah,
she shouldn't have stopped.
Yeah, she should still be fucking counting.
Yeah. But, how long do you think you would do that?
I'd go to about 50. I mean, fuck that. This is ridiculous.
I play with my grandson hide and seek,
Yeah.
and 10 taxes me. If they want to start going to 20, I'm out. I'm out. We're not playing hide and seek anymore.
No, fuck that.
Okay, there you have it for Transylvanian Brain Freeze. We hope you heard the whole thing. Do you think they did?
I'm not going to say it, but I think we're okay.
Okay, we'll be back with the movie game, week 4, season 7.
Welcome to the Dive Bar Show. We hope you have some fun.
Welcome back, Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk, number 150, and this is the movie game. And in the movie game, I give you 2 quotes, I give you 2 characters, I give you 2 actors. Tiny and you got to guess the movie name for 5 points and the year it was released for 1 point. Then I'll even give you 2 fun facts at the end. Now, what we're doing right now is we're doing sequels. So this thing has a sequel, and the answer will never be the first one. That's just how we live it. So you got to get that all the way right. So you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. First quote. Do you know how the TV works? I'm 10 years old. TV is my life. And then 2 scoops, sir. 2, make it 3. I'm not driving. Okay. 2 characters I put in just to throw you off a little. Marv and Kate. But these 2 should get you on the right. The actors will put you on the right thing.
Okay.
Macaulay Culkin and Joe Pesci. Macaulay Culkin. That should put everyone. But hold up a second. Let's show the standings. We had some good scores last week. I made that too easy. Everybody had a 6 or a 5 in the birthday and the music game.
Wow.
Even fucking Teddy Roosevelt.
Wow. Oh, geez.
Yeah, so I made it way too easy. But anyway, movie game right now, we have 2 people with perfect scores and a slew of people right behind them, including you.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
wow.
Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci. Which one is this?
That saved my bacon because I wouldn't have known otherwise.
I don't think anyone would have.
Yeah. It's Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the sequel, I've never seen either. I've never seen the first one even. I'll say, well, they probably had to get Pesci for all 3. My gut tells me 2. I'm going with 2.
2 is right.
Nice.
2 is right. And I'm almost positive Pesci only did the first 2.
Oh.
And Macaulay Culkin only did the first 2.
Oh, yeah, because the redhead kid did the
and
they Gilbert Godfrey's in the third one.
Because I think they did more than
That's right.
I think it's like 4 or 5. But
okay.
Yeah, how about that? But Home Alone 2 is correct. That's 5 points for Tiny. This is big because everyone's been getting these. What year did Home Alone 2 come out?
1993.
92.
I'll take it.
Tiny.
I will take it.
Tiny puts the pressure on the leaders.
Nice.
Pressure on the leaders. Okay, 2 fun facts. Macaulay Culkin was paid $4.5 million.
Jesus.
45 times more than what he earned in the first one.
Oh, Good for him.
And after an early scene, Macaulay Culkin asked Joe Pesci why he never smiled. Pesci told Culkin to shut up. So some actors just never get out of character. I think that's who they are.
I love it.
Okay, we'll be back with a music game.
Beer with the dive bar show, hijinks for everyone. Tiny Prince Harrelson, what is
In the
your-
music game here on Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk, we have just been going, we used to always do lyrics, but now it's just sounds. Now it's just sounds, and now it makes that a little tougher, I think. But people have been doing too well. Not too sure this one's not going to be a little tougher.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll see, though. I think some people are going to get it. I don't think you are.
Damn it.
But we'll see.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
We might as well.
Here it goes, people. Da 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 dee 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 da 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 da.
Oh, I think I know.
Do ya?
I know the familiar with the song.
I'll give you one more. Da 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 dee 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 da da. Okay, let's put up
She doesn't like that.
let's put up the scores. No, Zelda, Living Legend Zelda didn't like that at all. Didn't like that at all. I'm sorry, Zelda. But okay, there's the scores. We have a 3-way tie between Flies Bro, House of Thrills, and 3-Pack right now. Right, and actually, I was with House of Thrills and 3-Pack yesterday.
Nice.
Yesterday.
Nice.
But I think Flies Bro is the favorite. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know the name of it. I know the song because it's on they use it in commercials and shit all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know the song. I'm not gonna know who it is either.
Okay, and you want to guess a year?
I'll say 68.
That's not bad, but it's a 0. Okay, Tiny goes from perfect in the movie game to 0 in the music game, and that is In the Summertime.
Yeah, I would have never
by
known.
Mungo Jerry.
Jesus.
Mungo Jerry, and the lead singer is still alive.
Oh,
80
okay.
years old. I just read that.
Wow.
And it came out in 1971.
Oh, wow.
In the Summertime, Mungo Jerry, 1971. 3 points for the title, 2 points for the group, and 1 point for the year. And I always thought Mungo Jerry was the guy. That's the group name.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that until I read about that. So all I got to say to that is, we'll be back. I got something to bitch about on Argy Bargy.
That was like 2.
Facts of the week. Can Tiny really name that song?
Yesterday, I attended the Pirate Home Opener. Had a wonderful time. Except my daughter is 9 months pregnant, looks 11, and it would have been. We had standing room only seats, but I thought it'd be good to have her get a seat.
Sure.
So out in right field, and you're familiar with this, underneath the bleachers, there are these seats that used to be just first come, first serve.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the lady and I said, "Hey, look, I'm not lying to you. I don't need a seat, but." Which I do because I'm freaking old and crippled. But I said, just can we find something for my daughter? And I said, look at her.
Right.
And she said, I was pregnant last year at this time.
Oh,
so
geez.
she empathized, but she said, you know what? I don't know. These seats are all sold, although they put out folding chairs, even though she claimed that, and it might be true. But I said, okay. I said, if you got anything, can you find a seat for her? Luckily, we found some seats that were first come, first serve right behind it that served our purpose. So I even went to her. I said, hey, we don't need those anymore. And she even came and talked to us a bunch. I think I got a friend for life that I didn't even
Nice.
want.
Good.
But the thing that pissed me off.
There's a nice bathroom over there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yep.
Right there. A guy comes in his wheelchair, and then this other lady sits next to him who's with them. And okay. And then the guy said, I don't want to sit in this wheelchair. So he gets out, and they bring him a folding chair. Then a little later on, first of all, his partner's getting up and getting them food and beer the whole fucking time. He gets up out of his wheelchair to go get concessions. He has a cane. Did not fucking use it. Did not fucking use it. He just got up out of his chair and walked to go get beer, whatever the fuck else he was getting.
Yeah.
And then I decided, all right, that pisses me off. I went and looked. There were probably 20 seats.
Okay.
In the two, there's two little sections there.
Yeah, you're right.
I'd say 2 people had an issue. 2. Everybody else was getting up and even trading places and shit like that. It just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Next game, you people that are faking this bullshit, when people have real needs, I hope you get a case of the shits and they lock the bathroom. That's what I hope. That's my Argy Bargy.
Better stop and turn around, 'cause hell's half acre's gonna burn down.
Welcome back. Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. This is Hell's Half Acre. And Hell's Half Acre is basically Would You Rather, but with a twist. And we have last week's loser, which I don't know how she lost, but Hannah Mears, our Pittsburgh Pirates sideline reporter, who me and you both voted for. We both love her.
Yes.
Versus Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah, exactly. But, okay, there's things on each side. If you want to be with Hannah for 1 month, every day, you have to watch a pre-selected Pirate game in its entirety from the 2001 season. And they lost 100 games that year. 100 games. And then after the game, you have to watch the bottom of the ninth of the 1992 playoffs, where the quick Sid Bream scores from second.
Oh,
so you have to do that every day for a month. Okay. And if you're with Rosie, you get a free trip to Long Island because that's where she's from.
Okay.
But she won't be there because she's over in Ireland.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So you get a free trip to Long Island, all expense paid trip, but you have to sleep with Rosie.
Woof.
So before we get to me and Tiny's answer, here's what I got. Some anonymous viewers. This first one took Rosie. Although that face will shrivel your wood permanently, it's a sacrifice to be made to avoid watching Sid look like he's running through the sandlot at Mill Field. And that was the story I told about when I was running and I got stuck in sand.
That's a good reference.
Yeah, it was a very good
job.
reference. Okay. This guy took Hannah. He said, I'd watch the Pirates season on loop just so I wouldn't have to see Rosie's picture again, let alone sleep with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it gets a little more benign. Hannah. I'm sleeping with Hannah. This guy said, Hannah, nothing to see in Long Island. Here's Hannah. This guy said, Rosie, I'm not reliving anything Pirates.
Wow.
Yeah. How about that? This guy's reply was, Jesus. And that's all. That really wasn't an option, but that's what he gave me.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah. And then I had another guy that just didn't answer. After he told me he really wanted to get into this, he didn't answer.
Okay.
And then I got one more. This guy said, I would rather sand my eyebrows off on the backside of a rhino than to choose either option. I've never been with an angry dyke or been pegged. You know that bitch is a power top. I choose suicide. Death would be better than either option. Okay, so there you have it.
Man, this is...
Okay, so what do you go? You go with Hannah, but you for 1 month every day. Watching that game in its entirety from 2001 and then watching that Sid Bream where Barry Bonds made that fantastic throw. Or if you go with Rosie O'Donnell, you get to go to Long Island.
I'd like to think I'd callous over at some point with the videos. And boy, Hannah did nothing to make me change my vote yesterday. And she wanted Connor Griffin as bad as she wants Skeens, by the way. I noticed that right in the post-game interview. I think I could, much like in the Clockwork Orange, where they sit there and make him watch stuff or whatever. Yeah. I don't think it would get me to the point where I'd get that timid, but I think I could callous over enough watching that every day the reward at the end would be worth it. I'm sticking with Hannah.
Okay, and I'm going with you. Hannah's just one of my. A lot of times I'll pick the loser and then change the next week, but no way I can do Rosie under any fucking condition. That suicide that our one viewer said something about, that might be a good thing. No, I would go a lot worse shit to do Hannah. So I'm sticking with Hannah the whole way.
Yeah,
and,
I think I would too.
Okay, so the final score, even though we had one guy said Jesus, one wanted suicide, and one just didn't fucking answer me at all. It's still Hannah 7, Rosie 2.
Yeah,
so
that's
not
appropriate.
Not too many people are going to be going to Long Island on that free expense paid trip. We'll be back. Hey, you're going to get to know us up close and personal in Samurai Cheddar.
Samurai Chatter, which chick would you do?
We're coming to the close of the 150th edition of Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. 150th edition.
It feels like we've been here for 150 years today.
I feel like we could have probably done 137 of them right sitting here today. You're right. You're
Lord.
right. But we're here now. We're here. Mm-hmm. And this is Samurai Cheddar. And what we got for Samurai Chatter is 4 up close and personal questions. So you get to know Tiny and me and 5 of our viewers. How about that? How about that? So it's a chance for you to look inward at yourself too. How about that?
Yeah.
Is that some good bullshit?
I think time to reflect. That's what we do. We give you time to reflect on yourself.
Time to reflect, and then we'll give you a Stephen Wright quote that'll take you right out of that. Right. Okay. First question is, and I gave these to Tiny earlier in the week, and he forgot. What is the biggest change you want to make in your life? What's the biggest change you want to make in your life? Here's 5 answers from our viewers. He wants to lose 75 pounds to get in Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk fighting weight.
Oh,
how about that? I like that. This person said become more physically fit. This person said be a better, kinder person. I'll bet you that's not your answer.
No.
Prioritizing my own well-being over others. I don't think you have to worry about that one. And this person wants to get their car converted so they can drive again. The hand thing, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So what would your answer be to the biggest change you want to make in your life?
This was an easy one. I want to stop fucking working. I'm tired of I'm done. I'm over work. I'm done with it. They say the whole white collar, blue collar thing. I might as well be a blue collar thing. It's an assembly line in front of a keyboard is the only different thing that I do all day. I am ready to be done.
I don't blame you, but I hope whatever work you do, it's better than what you're doing here because, boy, was this fucked up.
It's on par. It's on par with here.
Okay. And mine's pretty. I'd like to become good looking, successful, and rich. But so far, that hadn't been working out for me, but I'm going to keep trying. Not very hard, though. Okay. All right. Next question. What is something you always wanted to try? Once again, you guys can play along here. What's something you always wanted to try? Our 5 viewers said, one guy said hang gliding, but the smart side of his brain keeps kicking in. Another person said scuba diving. Another person said skydiving.
Oof.
Another person said ride a motorcycle. And the last person said stand-up comedy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Those are all pretty good answers, I think.
Yeah.
What do you say?
That's a good one. The stand-up comedy is a real good one. Yeah. This is something because even when I was in shape, I always wanted to surf.
Really?
But I can't get up on the boogie board shit people do. I can't even get myself up on one of those.
I don't think you'd be able to paddle out, would you?
I don't know, maybe. But I've always wanted to try it. I heard it's a lot of fun, and I'm not a big water guy, but surfing's always been one of those things. I was like, I don't know if it was because of Point Break or whatever that fucking movie was. I don't know. I've always wanted to try it.
Okay. All right. Well, how about those are all pretty good answers.
Those are good.
I would like to fly my Learjet up to Nova Scotia to see the total eclipse of the sun.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, you don't get that, do
That's
you?
a song reference.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't think. There's no way I thought you'd get that. That's why I put that in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. those are the kind of songs you always say suck.
Yeah, well, they do suck, but I still know the lyrics.
That's Carly Simon. You're so vain.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd know that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't stand that song.
Although, if I had a Learjet, I guess I'd fly up to Nova Scotia and be seen with an underworld spy or a wife of a close friend.
Iceland. I want to get to Iceland from I had a plane. I want to do Iceland.
Well, they fly up there. You don't even have to need your own Learjet. It's actually not that expensive.
They do from Pittsburgh even.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to sit naked in one of the hot springs. Yeah, I think that attract a lot of people.
One time it'll attract a lot of people. And then tourism will go down in Iceland. I guarantee that. All right. The next question is, what is the most useful thing you own? Most useful thing you own.
Yeah.
And first person said a microwave. He said he only gets food delivered or makes it in a microwave. Doesn't use the big range there, apparently.
Okay.
This person said my car. The next two people said their phone, and one person went a little further. He communicates, checks email, starts his car, and even did his taxes on his phone.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And this person said they were given a stick to help them dress, but now she uses it for to reach everything, and she has several all around her house to
like a grab bar thing.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I give you a picture of that, but you'll probably forget to put it up
Probably.
anyway, so maybe I won't do
Probably.
that. Okay, so what is the most useful thing you own?
I went practical with this too. I don't know if this isn't going to be funny, but very practical. I own a pair of wire cutters and pliers that I use to cut out my ingrown toenails.
Do you?
And that's the only thing I have found that has successfully been able to get. I don't have any feeling in my toes as far they did the acid thing the one time they cut them out. So I don't have any nerves there anymore. So I can do it myself. And wire cutter is the only thing I have found that have been able to get them out successfully for me. So it is imperative about every 6 weeks that I go in there and cut them out.
It is ironic you said that. Yesterday, I went upstairs. I have a thing that looks like wire cutters.
Yeah.
And then real toenail clippers.
Yeah.
I went up there, and I only have 9 toes, so I don't have to do 10. But I only did 2 yesterday, yet I made 3 toes bleed.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, because one, the 2 that I cut, they bled because one I kind of had to just pull the fuck out of there. I couldn't do it, but I don't have feeling either. It didn't hurt.
No,
it just starts bleeding.
That's exactly what mine
That's the only
does.
problem. And then one, while I was cutting, I jabbed into another toe, and so I said, I'm done with 2. I swear to God, it happened yesterday morning. So and I haven't changed the socks yet. I didn't shower this morning. Yeah, I still have blood in 3 places. How about that?
Geez.
Okay. But that's not even the thing. The best thing that I own is a broken scale. And it never goes past like 221. So I always get on there and I feel real good about myself, even though I'm nowhere close to that. How about that?
That's a good
broken
one.
scale. Yeah. All right. What do you do to relax? Last question. What do you do to relax? Listen to books on Audible and Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk Greatest Hits.
Oh.
Yeah, I got to get that guy another T-shirt.
Good,
Don't I?
yeah.
He's giving us some good pub.
Yeah.
This person said walking on the beach, but since she doesn't live there, she watches crime mysteries on TV. This person just said watch TV. This person smoke, cook, go outside and immerse myself in nature.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty deep. And this person, and this was true, don't get your head out of the fucking gutter.
Oh, no.
She has a massaging device. And it was supposed to, I can't remember, but somehow she does it and it makes her hands feel real good because she has some problem in her hand. And she says often, yeah, you got your back in the gutter. And a lot of times she'll go to sleep because of that.
Wow.
How about that?
Yeah, I go to sleep when I'm done too.
So what do you do to relax?
No, I think I sit back and I think about how in 5.5 years, how that's all I have left. We won't be able to talk about our successful marriages because in 5.5 years I'll be single because Tori will be graduating high school and I won't have to live this facade anymore. I just think about how freeing it's going to feel in 5.5 years to be out on my own.
And you know who'll be celebrating? Your fucking wife. She'll be happy as hell to hear that, I'm
Yes.
sure.
She's counting down too, I think. But we got about 5.5 to go until she graduates.
All right. So we can do Dear Tiny up until then.
Yes.
Then we won't have no divorce. Huh?
That's right.
Okay.
Right.
Don't worry. You'll be dead way before then. Well, I thought I would throw this in there, but now that you got my first reference a couple questions ago, I know you're going to get this one. I like to sit on the dock of the bay, watch the tide roll away. I just like to sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. That's what I like to do.
It's another terrible song.
You don't like Otis Redding?
I like Otis Redding, okay, but I don't like that song.
Okay. All right. Well, that almost brings us to a conclusion, but okay, you'll hear this from Stephen Wright.
Let's do it.
Stephen Wright said, I was a peripheral visionary. I could see the future, but only way off to the side. Okay, because we're category 5 and we're a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to be back next week with 151. Good night, Brian Mahoney, wherever you are. See you next week.